Here with Marquette head coach Buzz Williams. Now, it's taken you about 24 hours to get here to the Virgin Islands. Talk about your journey trying to finally get here, and now you've arrived.
Well, we practiced our time Wednesday morning at 5:30 before class, and our guys went to school, and everything was fine when we left. And we were in there for about 3 hours, and they said we're going to have to emergency land in Atlanta. And we floated literally for about an hour and a half and ended up landing in Birmingham. And because we had already been screened and there was nobody in Birmingham at the airport, we were in a garage for about 2 hours, and then we reloaded on a different plane for about an hour, and then they told us that they couldn't fly here. So we ended up having to find a bus, which was another 45 minutes, and then find a hotel that had availability for 50 rooms, all double beds. So it was a struggle to get here, but we're thankful to finally be here.
And you know, quite the journey, but when you see what happened with the Oklahoma State coach, I heard that you talked with the team and said, we're fortunate to be safe.
Well, you never know what God has in store, and I've been blessed. Eddie Sutton has really been kind to me, and I've known him since I was a kid. And Coach Sutton spoke to our team last year in the exempt event that we played in last year, and I told our guys today after I found out about Kurt, maybe that's why God had us land in Birmingham. You just never know, and so everybody on our trip handled it perfectly except me. I was the one that lost my mind and was rude to people. Our kids were great, our coaches were great, and I told them, I said, it's a great lesson for me, because obviously we weren't supposed to get here until yesterday. And so, you know, when you start talking about life and death, and then you start talking about basketball, is a big difference.
And facing this adversity at this point in the season may help you if NCAA tournament chances are on the line.
Well, I think it's good. You know, you want everything as a coach to work out perfectly, and you want to have a day here to get adjusted to the time, and you know, get everything with a rhythm to it. And so we're 24 hours behind on that, but I think that's more my problem than it is our players' problem. You know, they're used to playing 3 games a day and eating Wendy's, so to be in the Virgin Islands and looking at all of this, they're in good shape.
There's some Wendy's on the island, by the way.
I found it.
Me too. Okay, so you returned 3 starters from your Sweet 16 team. You've got to feel good about your guys.
I really like them. I normally don't say that kind of thing this early in the year. I really like our kids as people, and for me it's more about people than it is players, and I enjoy being around them. I look forward every day to seeing them, and I think that there is, not all the time, I think for the most part though, they feel that way about me and our staff, and so it's fun. It's fun to go to work, and I don't have any hobbies other than work, and so to be around kids that I enjoy being around makes it a lot more fun.
You've had an interesting path getting here, going to the Final Four, giving every coach there your resume. You wanted this really bad.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't smart enough to do anything else. That would be number one. But number two, you know, it's funny and it's ironic how all of the things play themselves out. You know, this is my 18th year as a college coach, and I can remember being at the Final Four in Charlotte, handing out what my resume was, which says I could sweep floors and wash clothes. That's basically what it said. And
those are important, though.
Yeah, and I can still do that, you know, and may have to if we don't win today. But I remember those things as if they happened yesterday, and I think that there's an edge to how we go about things, and a lot of that has to do with how I progressed in the business. But I didn't make it on my own. I'm just a turtle on the fence post, and a lot of people prop me up and help me, and so I don't ever want to sound like it was because of me. It was because a lot of really good people helped me.